Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chum, and we had to kick this episode off by saying I am so mad. You might be wondering why I'm so mad, and that's actually because this episode does not have live commentary. Right now, I'm actually watching the episode through and adding post-commentary because I forgot to save the audio, which is honestly one of my biggest failures as a YouTuber. But today, we're going to kick the episode off with a team recap because, of course, we just had grinding. So I'll run you guys through that, and then we'll talk a little bit more about my failures in a second. So first of all, we have Buzzard, our amazing Rabombi, with the same moveset as before: Bug Buzz, Dazzling Gleam, Sunstorm, and Criminance, but we are now holding the choice specs, so we can hopefully one-shot the Totem Kommo-o. Then whenever we move on to the next Pokemon, we have Jenny, our Scrafty, rocking pretty much the same moves, except now we have Rock Climb instead of Scary Face, because I felt I didn't want to be wasting my good moves trying to hit a Pokemon who's low HP, so I figured we might as well throw on Rock Climb instead, since Scary Face literally never gets used. Then moving on to our next Pokemon, we have our beautiful Magmar, pretty much the same as always: Flame Charge, Psychic, Flamethrower, and Clear Smog with the Eviolite and all that good shenanigans. Just an amazing Pokemon. Then we have our Bailey, who has returned to the squad, our Furfrou, with Takedown, now Wild Charge, Thunder Wave, and a Sucker Punch. And of course, we're holding the normal MZ, so we can do some very, very powerful Breakneck Blitz, which if you didn't see it during the Great Montage, looks amazing when you use this Pokemon for Breakneck Blitz. It's pretty ridiculous. But whenever we move on to the next Pokemon, we have, drumroll please, our beautiful Amber, which we caught last episode, I believe, rocking Flash Cannon, Rock Slide, Stealth Rock, and Stone Edge. Now, of course, I'm going to shuffle these moves around because having Flash Cannon, our most useless move, in the first spot is a bit weird. But hey, you guys can see Amber has some incredible stats with that Sky High attack, and we have the Sandstorm ability, which when she hits the field, obviously makes a Sandstorm, which will then buff her defenses because, of course, Rock-type Pokemon in Sandstorm get a special defense buff. Then, moving on, we have Dopey. What was once our Slowpoke is now a Slowking. And you guys might be wondering why it's a Slowking when I said I wanted to evolve it into a Slowbro for the longest time. I realized that our team right now has such strong physical defenses in Furfrou and Gigalith that I felt we needed some special defense. So you can see here, I'm showing you Gigalith and Bailey have really high defense, and of course Bailey gets the defense because of the fur coat. So I felt Slowking was the right way to go. And of course, our moveset is Scald, Shadow Ball, Psyshock, and Sidekick with the Water MZ, so our Scald does that a little bit more damage. Then moving on to our final Pokemon, I believe, or is it, no, this is our last Pokemon I'm talking about. That's our whole team of 6. For some reason, I thought we didn't cover someone, but no, we definitely covered everyone. So whenever we get out of here, let me move those moves around because having Flash Cannon in that meme spot is a bit too memes. And yeah, so that's our team. And like I said, I am so disappointed. So I recorded a bunch yesterday, and I think you guys should have seen by now the channel update where I mentioned that I'm going to Japan very, very soon. You guys can see we jump into the trial. And actually, I'll read through this as well. It gives something to say. Sorry, I'm not very good at running. Also, I have the big screen on this side. That's why I'm looking this way. It looks like we're nearly to the altar now, aren't we, Chum? Let's take care of Rabombi for you. Lily comes through with the heal, which is completely necessary because I healed before we got here. But I mean, whatever. I went through grinding. When your Pokemon are full of energy, then a trainer can go anywhere in the world. She's not wrong. See, this is the part that's the most natural because I'm just reading stuff. Doesn't it feel that way? It does feel that way. Why did it take someone to read that the first time? Anyway, now we can jump into the trial. Actually, no, there's a dramatic pedestal here. Fate letters can just barely be made out, carved into the ancient stone monument. Ahead lies a sacred ground of trials. No one who do not take part in its trials will be allowed to walk upon this earth. And this is where I mentioned about how it's weird that Lily can come through here after we beat the trial. Those lacking the courage to defeat the totem guarding this land will be denied entry. Yeah, like, how does she get to the side if we did the trial for her? I guess literally Kommo-o just got beaten, so there's no way he can come back. But I mean, memes. But those who believe in their Pokemon and walk beside them can revel in the whatever. I don't know what that says. There's no captain to be found, but it seems like you stand at the edge of a trial site. You ready to start the trial? Yes, we are born ready. Well, not really, but we are kind of born ready. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to Japan within the week, and actually, I won't already be in Japan by the time this video goes up. But I'm going to Japan very, very soon. I'm going to be going for 2 weeks. I've been doing a bunch of recording, a bunch of editing, so that way we can get these videos out before, or get videos out while I'm gone. Now, because of that, I've been rushing a lot of things, and I ended up missing the step in which I actually save the audio. So normally I record it into the program, and then I have to go and save it on top of that. And normally I do it instantly, but for some reason I think I took a break after recording this episode. And so when I didn't save it straight away. And when I came back, I went to record some other stuff, and I completely forgot to save it. And it's so dumb because normally I would be, what do you call it? I would be super vigilant. I'd always be double checking and making sure that I have, 2 recordings going, not just one. Making sure I've double checked everything. I don't know why I was saying 2 recordings. But now I will be. So my face cam can actually capture microphone audio as well. And I've always ignored it. But now I'm going to have that capture my good microphone instead. So that way, just in case I do this failure again, we'll have the double or the backup recording, which won't be as good quality because it's saved into this video file, but it will still be, you know, there and usable. So hopefully we can avoid this fail in the future. But seriously, when it happened, I was super disappointed. As you guys can see here right now, I'm just going through and adding Dragon Claw to our Scrafty because rock climb can miss like 85%. I don't believe in the number 85, so that's literally what I said. So we're switching to the 100% accurate, even if it does like that little less damage. I'd rather like not miss. And yeah, another thing that I was mentioning is actually, I forgot to mention was, I thought it was pretty funny when I was fighting the Jangmo. I was like, yo, it's such an adorable Pokemon. I absolutely love it. I can't bear witness to watch it die. So I literally covered my eyes as the battle went on, and then waited for it to faint, and then I looked again. So I thought this episode had some really funny moments in my opinion. And yo, Kommo-o, I gotta say, still one of my favorite Pokemon. Absolutely amazing. He looks so sleek and so badass. He's like Charmeleon in the line of, you know, Charmander, but just way cooler, way cooler. But yeah. We take out those two, absolutely no problem. We're about to go into the trial battle, which was super epic. And had this same thing occurred in a later episode or a previous episode, such as, you know, last episode, we literally just ran through battling random trainers. Had I forgot to save that audio instead, then I'd be like, you know what, we'll just skip the episode. Because it wasn't too important, I just did some battles. And it's super easy for me to just be like, okay, cool. We'll just skip it, we'll just pretend that we, quote unquote, did a grinding montage to get there. He's yelling Sat-ound. I didn't realize it the first time, but he's yelling Sat-ound. What? What a dumb cry. Come on, Nintendo, what are you doing? But yeah, it sucks so much because this is one of the most important episodes of this series. This is the Kommo-o trial, and then we have that climax, the story climax afterwards. It's honestly ridiculous. Anyway, let's focus on the battle. Here I'm checking that he does get +1 to all stats. I was a bit worried that maybe he'll get +2. Not sure if I was outspeed, but I'm definitely going to go for my Fairy Type move, and hopefully we can blow this man back whenever I decide to go for it. What am I doing? There we go. Dazzling Gleam it up. Let's do it. We have choice specs right now too, so we should do a butt ton of damage. And what happens? I'll show you what happens. He has a berry. And this, I was like, oh no, we're not going to kill. And then the worst part is, even if he didn't have the berry, we wouldn't have killed him. Here comes a poison jab, right? I'm like, I'm dead. I live it. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I'm poisoned. I'm like, no, Buzzard, please, you have to live. You have to live. You have to live. You have to live. Then boom. 2 HP. And I couldn't stop talking about how the fact that we did that grinding is the only reason we're alive right now. Had it been a case in which I didn't grind, I probably would have died to the poison jab. And if I didn't die to the poison jab, the poison would have killed me. So we're so lucky we did that grinding. Literally saved Buzz's life. And I was kind of hoping that we'd get the other support Pokemon, because it would have been the Noivern, which I could have Dazzling Gleamed again, and I would have probably killed the Noivern and would have done a lot of damage to Kommo-o. Probably wouldn't have lived though, but then again I would have died. So I mean, it is what it is. So Celsius had a hit, but Celsius comes through here like an insane boss that he is and burns the Kommo-o, which is amazing because this Kommo-o is physical. He runs Poison Jab, Dragon Claw, Drain Punch, those sorts of moves. So our Celsius and his Flame Body came through here, and so right now we decide, you know what, let's get rid of this man's stat boost. I believe I clicked Clear Smog. We take the Dragon Claw, and of course, because he's burned, is like next to nothing. Here comes the Clear Smog. Say goodbye to stat boosts. And then I believe Sizzle starts going for Light Screen, which I thought was super interesting. I was like, why would you go for Light Screen? But I mean, it's a fair play given that I'm probably going to try and Flamethrower him at some point. And now, of course, because we know that, of course, when we take out the Sizzle, the other support Pokemon comes in, which is Noivern, which Celsius has a worse matchup against. I figured let's take out Kommo-o first. So, of course, I'm going to take the safe play. I'm going to heal up Celsius before I do anything else. And then we're going to take some really weak attacks from both these Pokemon. I believe Kommo-o starts using Drain Punch, so he can kind of fight the burn damage. But of course, because I'm taking like next to no damage from the attack, he's not gaining too much HP either. And then Sizzle goes for Pursuit, which actually scared me the first one. I was like, okay, cool. Now I know that I can't switch out. But yeah, Pursuit is definitely a very scary move. Had Sizzle gone for that on the turn that Ribombee switched out, Ribombee had died. That's a scary thing to think about. Now we're going to start attacking. We go for the Psychic because, of course, it is super effective against the Kommo-o, and because everything else is resisted. We do a good amount of damage. He goes for the Drain Punch, gets a tiny bit of HP back, and then he gets his burn damage to come through, I guess, after Sizzle goes for Pursuit. But yeah, guys, overall, let me know what you think about this post-commentary episode. I know it sucks that it isn't live, because the live commentary was a lot better, but because it's such an important episode, I figured, hey, we have to have it in the series. We can't just cut it out or skip it. And I figured the only way we could actually make this watchable is if I do post-commentary. So hopefully you guys like it. We go to the next turn, we go for our Psychic again, which takes out the Kommo-o, absolutely no problem. And then I believe Sizzle just goes for Pursuit once more, but I mean, this Sizzle is absolutely no problem. It can't touch Celsius. And Celsius gets a level 2, well-deserved level 55 on this beautiful creature. I gotta say, man, Magmar is slowly becoming one of my favorite Pokemon. We're gonna learn Fire Blast right now, and I was like, hey, that's not bad, except for the fact that I don't believe in the number 45 or 85. So I decided to, hey, let's not do that, because 85 accuracy is like 15% accuracy. I'm telling you, man, those numbers are all backwards. We take the Pursuit. We can totally kill the Sizzle right now. Kill the Charizard, what? But we decide to heal up instead, because it's just like, we gotta play safe, you know, we gotta play safe. We take the Hyper Potion, get back with the full. I'm pretty sure he goes for Pursuit again, because I mean, why wouldn't he? And then we blow him back next turn with Flamethrower. So I gotta say, shout out to Ribombi for living that Poison Jab. That was absolutely amazing that we lived that. And one of you guys, Corey, said that what do you call it? Kommo-o had a Steel type move. I'm not sure, he never used it against me. But were it something like Flash Cannon, maybe I would have had a better chance of living it. But the Poison Jab came so close to my death. It was really, really scary. It's really funny also because, Corey, your message actually came, your comment was posted after I recorded this, so I had no idea that I would be nowhere near killing it, nor that I'd get blown back. Anyway, on to the next part. Of course, we grab our beautiful... What do we get? The Dragon type Z Crystal here? Yeah, we do. I was like, do we get the Kommo-o Z Crystal? But that's obviously not how the game works. We get it elsewhere. So here we go. I gotta say though, now that I have the chance to comment on this, like these cutscenes here when you get your Z Crystals are so cool. And also, one thing I mentioned is shout out to the fact that my hat is actually the Kommo-o hat. So one thing I didn't address actually is that I changed clothes. That's one thing I addressed at the beginning of the video when we were doing it live. I actually went through and changed my clothes. You guys will notice I'm wearing different clothes compared to the actual grinding montage, because I felt like I wanted to look like the character I wanted to look like. That makes sense, right? Instead of just being, a random quick clothes. So I threw this together. I wanted to go for the blue color scheme, but I realized that the blue and purple kind of colors are only for sun, so I went for for moon, so I went for the red. Here we are at the Ultra of Sunday. Of course, that's the badge like I made when I got here, when it was live. Of course, you guys know it's pronounced just sun. And here comes Lily and Hapu. Chum! And back to the reading. Our history tells us that the Vast Pointy Canyon trial was the very first trial ever to be held. You did a fine job clearing it, just as expected, Chum. You've cleared your 7th trial on a Lawless Island challenge now. That's wonderful. See, that seems a lot less dramatic now that we know there's an 8th trial, but whatever. Also, why aren't I changing text? Do I have some other dumb comment to make? What's happening? Hello? Me? Hello? There we go. You push yourself beyond your limits and become a really great trainer, haven't you? What could I have been saying in that moment there? Maybe the same thing I said just then, but a lot quicker. So she's going to heal us up. Thank you, Lily, being an amazing companion. Look at the two of you. I think this might just work. Really? You think so? You think our bond is strong enough to perform the ritual? What could I possibly be pausing for right now? See, this is why like the whole post-commentary things are weird. No, I'm quite sure of it. Mudsdale's got our back. Remember when we had a Mudsdale? Good times. The Sun Flute and the Moon Flute. If we sound both together. Let's go, Chum. Maybe I'm just slow at reading when I'm playing the game at the same time. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm beating every text bubble to the punch. We're going to climb up this dramatic staircase. And I have to say, what's with Pokemon games and every single, end game staircase always having holes in it? I'm pretty sure the same thing was with End's Castle and all those shenanigans. There's always holes, man. Like, can't you just have uniform staircases that work? And of course, as always, you're gonna check these left and right little pockets here, just in case it's an item, because you never know. And here we are at the altar of the sun. Look at that. Look at that portal to different realms. I mean, what? Spoilers. I can feel the strong power of the sun. Nebby, before I can return you back to your original form, I've got to find my mother. I have to tell her. I have to tell her how I feel. And then we will find a way to stand against Necrozma together. The moon flute. It feels like it was made to fit my hand, so I think I can play it. See, the one thing that really bothers me is that Lily and Nebby have been the ones that shared this powerful connection, and yet she plays the moon flute and he evolves into the sun form. And I think it would have been a lot more impactful. Chum, you should stand over there. I think it would have been a lot more impactful had she played the flute that Nebby evolved into. So obviously she plays the sun flute, he evolves into Solgaleo. She plays the moon flute, he evolves into Lunala. I think that would have been so much better. And I really feel like that would have been a better way to do it. It's like, sure, we're the ones who are going to catch Nebby, but for story's sake, I personally would rather have, what's his name? I would rather have Nebby go to Lily as a Pokemon than us, just because it makes so much sense, you know? Anyway, just here, we cancel out of the whole playing the flute, just so we can put Magmar in front, because Magmar is our hero. And we jump into this beautiful cutscene, which I think I might just disappear for. So you guys enjoy this, and I'll be back once the cutscene ends. Alright, and we are back. Pretty cool cutscene, gotta say, absolutely love it, but that's not even the best cutscene that's coming in this part. Nebby, thank goodness you're alright. Today, please. Come on, past me. Why are you so slow, man? As if whatever you're talking about right now is more important than the story. Come on. Pick up the pace, bro. Pick up the pace. This is so weird. This is so weird that I'm tilted by past me. I mean, I'm also tilted by past me because he didn't save the damn audio. Please, don't ever do that again. You made me worry so much. And I never imagined that sounding the flutes would give you so much power. Or let you evolve into the legendary Pokemon. Laleo. Not in all of my reading did I ever come across any hint that you would evolve into the legendary Pokemon. And this is the part where I was like, you know, maybe if you read the pre-release teaser information about the game, you would have figured it out. But you didn't. Please, Solgaleo. No. Nebby, please. I need to go where my mother is. I want to protect Alola, but there's no need for her to try to stop Necrozma all on her own. La Leona. Quality. Another thing I was asking you guys in this moment when in the live recording is, which of the evolutions of Nebby, which of Lunala or Solgaleo do you think is, you know, the canon one? Anyway, bye-bye. Actually, no, I'll be here for this. Now we can finally... Blah, blah, blah. What did she say? Mr. Grisma, but you were... No. Mother as well? I was going to say, I'm not going to read the good. There he is. The boy. The man on the layout. You children, run away. That thing is a monster. But yeah, in terms of story-wise, like, if Nebby could only evolve, there was only one story. If Nebby could only evolve into one of Solgaleo or Lunala, which one do you think is better? That's Necrozma. The instant it worked, it flew into a rage and repelled everything that came near it. Sounds scary. Lily, run from this place. You can't do anything. I'll protect her. I was noting how I look kind of badass when you can't see my face with the goofy smile on it. 100% game. We need to see that goofy smile removed. And here we have the Biff Solgaleo versus Necrozma. I'm gonna leave again. Goodbye. Alright guys, so that was a really awesome cutscene. I gotta say, I love how they embody the fight between like Solgaleo / Lunala and Necrozma as just light and darkness fighting. Super cool stuff. Absolutely love it. Anyway, I gotta say the cutscene's also amazing because we get to see Hao step up, and it's really cool to see him beside Tapu Koko. The two of them make a really nice pair. I would love if Hao caught Tapu Koko. That'd be a cool little thing that happened. And of course, seeing all the other kahunas go up against the Ultra Beast, super sick. Not to mention, Hapu has the best fight on her hands. Just blow back Xerxes with her ground type Pokemon, super easy. Anyway, you guys can see we're in the battle with Necrozma here, and it's just click Flamethrower and win right now because Magmar is a broken Pokemon, pretty much. We see the Sunsteel Strike of Darkness. I love this. It's such a cool move. Like, the original one's awesome, but the fact that this one is like darker colors in it looks incredible. Anyway, we just go for one more Flamethrower and call it a day. This Necrozma gets blown back. Absolutely incredible. I have to say, man, this episode was so much fun in live, but I hope you guys enjoyed the post-commentary anyway. Like, it was such a cool episode, such a fun episode. You guys would see Magmar just blew back Necrozma. Now, of course, that's going to be a different story when we get to Necrozma in the end, and I don't know who wants to take him on at the beginning. It might have to be Scrafty. We'll go Crunch with it, because I believe it's... No, it's Dark... It's Psychic Dragon. Has no common weaknesses. So it's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a tough fight for sure. Maybe even Bombi can handle it. Anyway, another epic cutscene where Necrozma gets sucked into the dark hole that is, I don't know, the ultra space. And oh man, I can't imagine how Lily would have felt watching Necrozma pin. Oh, sorry, watching Necrozma pin Solgaleo to the ground and suck it up. Which must have been scary. Anyway, something Alola. It was only a matter of time before all of Alola is warped in such darkness. And I really loved Alola's light. It was so warm. But what are we to do now? It seemed like that beast, like Necrozma, was also suffering somehow. It seemed to hurt it to be without its light. You would worry even for Necrozma. You are far too kind, Lily. Far too kind. That is why you took Cosmog as well, isn't it? You foolish, sweet child. We will need your help. We need to be able to travel between worlds using the legendary Pokemon's power. Just... as you did. Is that what they say? Is that what she says? Why am I taking so long to read this? Why am I taking so long? What's happening? Goddamn, pass me. Pick up the pace. We haven't got all day. Just as you were able to do. You dare ask us for help now. I like how she goes evil like in like a split second. Now's no time to be fighting, Dulce. Well, there is one thing I'm curious about after witnessing that battle just now. Necrozma seemed quite distracted by that bracelet you wear. That Z powering, or didn't you think so? You mean it wants the Z crystals? It's true, Chum has an awfully large number of Z crystals after coming so far in his island challenge. Yeah, that's true. Even more than the dumb captains and kahunas and all who just focus on one type. I see. So it's the Z crystals. And you. You were truly able to summon Solgaleo, such an able trainer. I mean, it wasn't just me, Lily helped too. A trainer like you might ride upon our Lunala to reach the world where Necrozma will be found. Maybe. Just maybe. Yes, just as you people ride upon your Pokemon here in Alola. We ride on what you consider to be legendary Pokemon because us Ultra people are way cooler than you. Yo, imagine a game completely set in the Ultra world. That'd be wild. We call it the Ultra Warp Ride. If you want to go after Necrozma, we need to reach the White Warp Hole and go through it. Any other Warp Hole will send you to a different world altogether. Perhaps you'll be able to save Necrozma. Perhaps. We can only hope. Anyway, guys, I believe this is where I end off the episode, regardless of what I said and how I ended off in the previous episode. We're going to cut things off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this, even though it was a post-commentary rather than a live. And like I said, let me know what you think about the whole post-commentary aspect versus live commentary, because I personally think that, obviously, live commentary is way better, but hopefully this is somewhat enjoyable to you. I hope you guys enjoyed the shenanigans with me yelling it past me for not being quick enough or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.